Hi and welcome to this Autoemotional presentation for a rather fetching Ford Edge. Now, in all honesty, we were told to expect a vehicle that was in showroom condition, but we get to hear that quite a few times. It's just become a bit of a turn of phrase. But I can assure you, anyone coming to look at this vehicle is going to struggle to find a scratch on it. I kid you not. It looks as though it's a 2019 model, forget even 2018. I know we're here in the lovely Emirate of Dubai and everyone's looking for what's coming next. And the vehicle is in such good condition. Honestly, a remarkable achievement, I suppose you would call it, for its very lovely lady owner who unfortunately is having to go back to the UK, and this will not fit in her suitcase. Otherwise, rest assured, this is the sort of thing that you would make sacrifices for and take with you. It's rather menacing despite it being what is traditionally billed as a family hauler. What people don't understand about the Ford Edge is that it's actually got quite a bit of poke under that bonnet. Brilliant car. It just makes sense for all the right reasons in terms of proportions, user reliability, parts, accessories, so on and so forth. But this particular vehicle needs nothing. As you can see, sitting here in a rather ominous looking black with the light black tints and even what is referred to as a shadow line package, because you don't have any of the chrome accents on the glass and the mirrors. It's on the wing mirrors, of course, you have the chrome caps, but not around the windows itself. So it really does look as though it's out on a bit of a mission. And these cars, despite their size, are incredibly easy to maneuver. You have to remember this is a Ford, so it's coming from a parent company that knows a thing or two about inventing motor cars and then driving them through for the next couple of 100 years and ending up with a product that really does tick all the boxes. Lovely details on these things, such as the Edge logo in the lighting, things that people do tend to miss. This particular one's fitted with the Scorpion Pirelli tires and the 20 inches as well. Not the sort of thing that you'd expect on a bog standard vehicle, and this isn't. Coming with 2 keys. The vehicle, as you can see, is fully loaded with all the tech that you could want. And of course, we're going to demo everything for you. And everything works absolutely as it should. Electric seats. And again, as you can see with many of the vehicles out here, back seats look as though no one's even really sat inside them. You've got the folding armrest with the obligatory cup holders. PowerPoints galore in this vehicle. They really do know about keeping everyone entertained. You've got the soft touch Alcantara as well, which is a nice touch with a mix and match leather as well. Ceiling cloth is in beige, so it gives you a nice roomy feel when you're inside the vehicle, but of course it's totally clear. 3M protected glass. As you can see, everything that needed to be done to this vehicle has been done. Lovely 2 twin chrome exhaust tips, as well as the tow hatch, and simply press the button and the boot will pop open by itself. It has all the amenities, all the luxuries you could want on this car. Front, left and right seats will power fold down off that button. We're not going to demonstrate it for you now because I only have 2 hands, one holding the camera and one pointing everything, so it'd be tricky to lift it up with just the one hand, but folds down 60-40 folding, so you do get to load goods in here even if you do have passengers as well. You've got the original Ford Lincoln toolkit as well, and under here spare tire and tools. Really everything that you could want from a vehicle, and perhaps a bit more, a few touches that you wouldn't expect. Power folding and power closing tailgate as well, and of course this is the all-wheel drive SEL model. Color coordinated grab handles. I mean, the vehicle really does look as though it's rolled out of a showroom. It's in just remarkable condition, and it's a bit of an achievement considering how many car parks we all get into and someone just gets a bit too close for comfort and ends up leaving a bit of a kiss on one of our doors or bumpers or tailgates. This vehicle standing proud and not having that have done to itself. So again, PowerPoints as well. Now, when this in itself deserves a separate video, we're not going to go through all of the paperwork here, but rest assured when we say everything's been done and detailed, we will pick out all the highlights as well, what's the latest stuff done, and manuals, and of course both English and Arabic, being a GCC spec car, tucked away for its very, very lucky new owner. And stepping into the vehicle using one of the 2 keys that will be accompanying the sale of the car. Let's fish those out of my pocket as I climb inside this beautiful cabin. And there you see, you can open the tailgate as well and sound the alarm if need be. Lovely little graphics on the instrument cluster there. Everything booting in as it should. I'll switch the volume down so we don't infringe on any copyright as per our doctrine here. And going through the motions, this is of course fully loaded vehicle, so it has the electric windows, that being the drivers. Switch it across, that being the passengers, and you can also lock the doors both off the remote central locking and the button on the driver's door. Electric mirrors all the way around, and windows, auto for the front drivers as well. I'm not going to demonstrate that now, although they're in perfect condition. Of course, the vehicle has just been validated, we don't want watermarks. You can cut the power to the rear windows as well to ensure that if you do have little ones or mischievous adults indeed, they can be restrained while leaning out the windows as well. The headlights not only have all the functions, but of course has an auto function as well. So in case you're driving into a tunnel or in the evening, just one configurable button. Instrument cluster dimming there as well. Now, most vehicles do tend to have this, but not in this fashion where it will actually give you a clear indication of exactly how illuminated your instrument cluster is going to be. And these are just such nicely laid out graphics. It's the sort of thing that you only see on, you know, super premium vehicles, and you wouldn't expect on a Ford, but this vehicle really does come with quite a few gadgets and gizmos. It's giving you a fuel readout, and it's got a huge amount of toys to go through, changes from your RPM, always telling you where you are with your petrol, because of course that's rather important, and the vehicle's only just gone 60,000 kilometers. It really is in just such good condition. Always telling you that you've got intelligent 4-wheel drive, and again, power through the gearbox, which is a rather sublime setup on this vehicle. So not only do you have the normal drive, but switch it up and down using the Triptronic buttons on there as well, and of course you can put it down into sport, so it really does bind the revs and gives it a bit more oomph on this vehicle. And another point to mention, of course, you do have a host of buttons on the steering wheel, which not only engages the cruise control and switches it on and off, so on, so sport, but you also have the volume and seek button, and depending on what you have configured in your sync system, which is powered by Microsoft as well incidentally, it will either seek through your radio channels or seek through your previous or next track on your CD, and it's searching for the owner's phone. Of course, it's Bluetooth, so you do have all the facilities there. Adding extra phones is just an absolute doddles. It really is a very, very handy piece of kit. Now, all the settings on here as well, of course you can find in-depth videos on reviews, but also a point to mention, you also have the heating controls embedded onto the touchscreen. It really is a fully functioning piece of kit. Of course, you've also got the haptic feedback on the buttons as well, so we don't want to destroy the current owner's settings, so we'll leave those alone. But rest assured, absolutely everything on this vehicle works. I think that's demonstrated not only by the condition, but also from all the paperwork that you saw being flashed before you as well. Now, you do have multiple ports here as well, being the audio-visual in, as well as your USB and other ancillaries. It's a vehicle that really has served its current owner very, very well, and genuinely it's a case of not being able to take this vehicle with them as they move abroad and leave the sunny shores of Dubai, but this is going to be of benefit to someone else because it's been taken care of so well, so lovingly well. Honestly, for a vehicle, and just in a very basic form, it's black and there isn't a scratch on it, and that's a remarkable feat which in itself deserves your attention on a vehicle that just looks as though it's rolled shrink wrap off the catwalk. It is in phenomenal condition, and we know that whomsoever takes a look at this vehicle, it ticks so many boxes, whether it's a medium executive or a family hauler with a bit of personality. It's a vehicle that's not going to hang around, so we're quite certain that whomsoever takes a look at it first time round is going to drive off in it. So don't hesitate, give us a call today for any outstanding questions, and once again we thank you for watching the presentation by Autoemotional.